Vegas Dice Controller coming at you from my craps pit in wonderful Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I appreciate it. I know your time is valuable. I don't want to waste a minute of it. If you get something out of this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. I will tell you up front, I am doing this for my purpose here to practice reading the table. I decided to use Hawaiian Crap Shooter. They were in town for about a week, I believe, this past 2 weeks, and they played at various places. I want to say they played at Fremont, Cal. I'm not sure if they played at the Orleans this trip or not, but they played at the Aliante. And this session here is from the Aliante. I usually record their sessions because they're real, they're live craps rolls. They're here in Las Vegas. I don't want craps rolls from some riverboat to practice on. I want dice rolls and practice from, I got thousands of sessions I can choose from myself here, but this is actually live in the moment. Today's time frame with COVID, with masks, with separation from pushing people back from stick left 1 to 1.5 to not to crowd the stick man, etc., etc. I want real live casino action, and these guys do a great job. Brian's a fabulous guy. He's very well spoken, very easy to listen to. If you haven't tuned into his channel yet, make sure you check it out. He's doing some awesome stuff. I asked him the privilege to be able to take his session and diagnose it to what I do on the table, to practice, and then if I could share that video to the viewers, and he gave me the okay and the thumbs up to do that. I'm hoping that the Hawaiian people are tuning into this channel and they can pull out and extract some things out of this. In this particular video, I won't break down everything that I'm doing because it'll slow everything down. I'm just going to play it out, and certain things I'll talk about and why I do them and why I think that trend is strong. Again, I play what I developed called TrendSetterCraps. I've had it for about 20 years now. Made slight tweaks over the years. I have 7 levels of it currently. And each one plays a different phase of the game. If I'm playing with my partner in life, Yerny, CDC, she plays a portion of it, I play a portion of it. Couples can play a portion, husband and wife can be a good team with this. Play individually. You can play 3 levels at once. One person can do 1 level, one person can do 3 levels, whatever you can take mentally. It could be taxing on the brain at times if you try to play 4 levels at once, because it's a lot to look at and you're discerning everything within 15 seconds. Super easy with some of the levels. They're mindless. They're automatic. Once you know the trends, once you know what to look for, it's like pulling up and saying the yield. I got to yield onto the freeway. I got to stop. I got to lights green go. A railroad crossing. You know to slow down. Kids. Certain things are just automatic. When you see it, you do it. You don't even think. And that's how this is once you learn it. With that said, we're going to fire away. I'm going to play it out. I decided to play a do side version and a don't side, and some light hops here and there. If I get a profit, I will. It's going to be very conservative, and if I get a profit, I will go and add an extra number. I'm only going to play 1 or 2 numbers, and in the event that I start retaining some profit, I will then move to a 3rd number that my trend is telling me is on the board to hit. With that said, let's fire away, and we're going to rock and roll. If you're interested in what I'm doing, you can email me at vegasdicecontroller@gmail.com. I teach this privately here in my home, and through Skype and through Microsoft Word and Excel. I send my manuals out to people, and we can talk more about that later if you're interested. If not, that's okay. With that said, let's rock and roll. And we have, I just wanted to go over a couple things here. I have a $1,500 buy-in here. I got 500 in green chips. I got 100 in red, 900 in black. That's 9 and 6 is 15. We'll put this in the bank kitty here. And we'll pull out $10 here. Pull out, $10, and we'll go $10 in white. $10 in white. Okay, I'm going to go over 2 things here real quick before we get started. One is I was trying to figure out what their average bet was on the table to try to discern what kind of unit I can play. I'm trying to compare apples to apples because I think these guys can play a little bit slightly different way if they choose to. That's their choice. And they can really increase the profits. He did give the profit margin at the end, at the video. And I want to say the first half of it was an hour, the second half of it was like 45 minutes. So this is probably going to be 2 parts as well. So without further ado, let's rock and roll before we waste any time. I just kind of laid it out here. At times I saw $60, 6 and 8, $100, 5, 15, 4 and 10, and that totals $535. Other times I saw, reverse that. I'm doing the back one first. 180, 180 is 360, 100, 460, 460 and 75 is 535. At times I saw that on the felt with one of the guys. And other times I saw 66 and 8, $100, 5, and then 25 on that 9, and 15 and 4 and 10. What does that work out to be? 120, 220, 220 and 55. About 275, $300. I'm going to be way less than that. But you'll see how I do things, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm just going to go and pick this up, clean this up. I was just doing this to display. Okay, I need some red chips. This is not going to work. 1 second, folks. Also, wanted to those of you that tuned into my channel and have seen the white, red bedding progression, I am going to use that if I get the trigger to move forward on it. That's basically that A, the table has to be a do-side play, and B, we can play a conservative version until we get profit, and then be slightly more aggressive, and that aggressive just means we're not waiting for 4 hits before we advance. We can advance right out of the gate. Take this one down. That's where those other red chips went. I didn't have to go get them all. Anyway, with that said, over here, if the camera can see it, I have 3 chips. Each row represents the 4, the 5, the 6, the 8, the 9, the 10. It's called white, red for a reason. When we have a white chip looking at us, we're pressing that bet. When we have the other white chip looking at us, we're pressing that bet. As we move these from the front of the rack to the back of the rack, when the red chip is looking at us, we are going to collect that bet. So it goes press, press, collect, okay? Then we take the 3 chips as we move them, and now we force them back to the front. Press, press, and then the third one we're collecting, okay? That was the example for the 4. And as the numbers get hit, we only move the chip if we press the bet or we collect the bet. If we do not, if we're not working them on the come out, and the 5 hits, we're not moving the 5 over, okay? It's only when we press. The theory is to press, press, collect, okay, with that number. With that said, let's go ahead and start the video, and we'll go from here.
Again, thank you. Thanks, Aliante.
I'll set my bets up as I'm going to rock and roll them.
You guys ready for some?
Let's play some conservative action.
Check it out.
I'm going to work on the come out. So I have, and if I want to be more conservative, I can lay the 4 and 10, just work the inside here for 120. Hard 6. And at times, with me talking, I'm going to have to stop the video. Yeah, I'm going to give you a solid play here. So we got a 6 here, right? So that's going to pay 35. And I'll try to give you some, so we're playing conservative, right? So we are going to collect this bet. We are going to collect this bet right here. Okay, I'll just put the winnings right back in the rack. 35. One of the things I do is I like to hop the hard way after I see a hard way. And because sometime during the session, the hard ways will repeat themselves. They're going to clump up in my, I track the table 2 different ways. I track it horizontally and I track it vertically. And no need to get into the specifics on that right now, because this is about me practicing here, not teaching the audience. That can be set for a different time. I can give some more tidbits away, but I'll try to fire away and give you guys some good nuggets to chew on and stuff that's going to make you a lot of money at the table. The longer you stay into this video, I'm going to touch on certain things as we go and if something comes up, if a nice strong trend comes up, I'll talk about it, and I might even play it and give it to you for free, so to speak. With that said, we're going to hop the hard 6 right back. Where's 33? Right here. I'll move this all tall small over for the sake of argument. One of the things I like to do, again, I didn't touch base on this yet, is I like to go for the home run when it comes to the bonus bet. This money is going to make you the most money throughout a session if it's played correctly. What you're shooting for is to get down to one number, and then you can do some hedge opportunities. So instead of going 5-5-5, I'm going to put all the same risk as what they're doing, except I'm going to put it on, make them all, everything, nothing on. If I wanted to be, okay, I could go $1 on each one, like this, boom, boom, to get my money back. And that's not a bad play either. But I want to put 95% of the money on, make them all, okay? And we'll get into that why if we get to that point later. Especially if you're a shooter and you're a DI. If you believe in yourself, you know, go 1 or 2, 15, and 1 or 2 on that side. That's it. You're going for the home run. You're not trying to make 30 times $5. That's 150. You know, that's not bad. When you're buying in for $1,000, $1,500, you want to make 2 dimes on this. You want to make $2 grand, okay? That's your goal. Your goal is to make 2,000 bucks on this, and this is how you do it. All right, let's fire away. We got a hard 6. That's the point. Set it up. And we're hopping the hard 6 right back.
From the medical block. You did. Oh, now let's see. Parr. White guy.
These guys do a lot of talking. You're funny as shit, though.
44 inside, 66 inside.
44 inside, 66 in. So they're going a little, they're tiptoeing in right now, which is not bad. Hey, they don't know how it's going to be. It could be ice cold. So right now I got one free bet off the table. I got one number. I'm looking to at least get 110, $100 to $125 off the table so I can reduce my risk 75%. That's the goal. Until I can make some money. Part 8. That's going to pay 35. Oops. You know, we're not doing this yet because we're conservative right now, so we're not touching the white, red. Ooh, I must pay myself on that. I'll try to put the money in the comp so I don't make this mistake like I did in other videos. We're going to hop to hard 8 now. So this is one version of a do-side play, and this is like playing, like if you're shooting, 80s.
Go to 42, 8, make that 30.
And that was $35, right?
30, please.
Whoops.
Good job.
Okay.
Dealers on the inside, dealers on the inside.
We got 2 8s in a row. That is a sign to hop the 3-way 8.
They work hard.
$15.
Take care of dealers, Mr. Money Shot.
Okay, since he's speaking of taking care of the dealers. All right, one of the things I like to touch on here real quick is, one of the things they're doing is going like this for the dealers. And this is, again, this is their prerogative. They're putting $6 like this, say, across for the dealers, or they're doing inside, 4 inside, or maybe the hardways. Personally, I would rather take this $6 action like this. We've had a 6 and 2 8s. So we're going to put this on the 8 for the dealers, just like that. Okay, $6. And from there, we will build out and up from them. That is a stronger bet, in my opinion, than giving them $1. And you'll see why here shortly. Okay. So we have 6, 8, 8. And we're going to hop the 8s. Oh, we've seen a hard 8, right? Yes. So we're going to hop the 3-way 8.
share. Okay, good. 6 winner.
6 winner. Okay. Sorry, dealers. We're not getting you that dollar.
Okay. 30.
So we got another 35.
That's for you. Let them up. Yeah.
Okay. So I've gotten now a 6, an 8, an 8, a 6. I believe I've been paid 4 times. This is down. So I'm at 35, 70, 140. So basically 140 and I got 180. So I'm $40 shy. That's about 20%. So I got about 80% of the money off the table at this point. So now I can take a shot. I can read the table, and the table's telling me that obviously 6 and 8s are rolling right now. So I can make a determination on what I want to work, where I want to hop. I can work 1 bet. So I think a strong play is to take this, instead of working everything, so I got 120 and 60. What's this? That's $6 for the dealers. So I can take a $60, got 120. So I can just keep it off and just tell the dealers off. They get confused sometimes when you're doing, if you work 1 number, sometimes they'll move it aside. Let's use this number 1 spot. Let's do this. Number 1. I think the camera can see all that. So there's 2 ways to do this. We don't want to we got the money off the table, we don't want to give it back. So let's work 1 bet. So these are gonna be off, okay? Where's the off button at? CUC's got her hat. Pretty pimp. Not sure where the on-off button went. Thought I had it over here. Doggone it. Okay, we're gonna be off. Here it is. Damn it. We're gonna be off. We're gonna do a $60. The 6 just hit. We got 2 6s. We're gonna hop the 6. Work the 8 and hop the 6. Easy 6. So we got a little less money at risk. Easy 6. That's a decent play right there. We're working only on this bet, place bet. Okay. Come out roll.
Control or player control. Very nice meeting you, sir. You cannot have dealer control. I had a tell Gary shooting at the cow yesterday. He was shooting really hot yesterday.
I think Gary's the shooter here, left-hander guy.
Really.
Nice shot. I like his energy. I like the way he pauses between his rolls, sets up, looks down the felt. I think that was a come out. That was a 5 deuce. Sorry about that. Talking here. So we had to come out 7, so we lose this 60. And the hot bet comes down. Gonna make a mess every night. I'm trying to do this where I don't jack it up. Once bitten, twice shy. At this point, I'll just come back on and try to catch the number to repeat. I'll hop the easy 6, and that's going to be it. That 7 was a sign that tells me either A, I can lay the back wall for 180. I think it's a super strong play when you see a 7 on the come out roll. And there's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I'll just do it right now. We'll just go 180. I'll show you how to set this up. You don't have to lay it. Put it right here. That's 180 at $60 a number. And we'll go all the hardways, hop the hardways for $1 each. We'll take this $10 down and let the roll play out. So we want the number to come 22, 33, 44, 55. If it's going to hit a box number, we get all our money back. We don't lose $31. No matter what happens, we're only going to lose 31 bucks here, but we have the potential to make 120, okay? So we got a 5-to-1 advantage on a repeating 7, which is a dominant number on the table typically, right? Of all numbers, it should roll mathematically more than any other number. Typically, I would hop the 5 deuce here as well, since it came 5-2. 9. So let's pull out $31, 30. I lose this one, I give another $1. So here is $31 we're gonna give to the house because we popped it. All this goes back in the rack, no big deal. And that's that's an advantage play there. Let's pause this for a sec. We're gonna come back on the 8. Okay, so now that we've done with the conservative mode, points up with my pin go. Points in 9. 1 second here, let me catch up. Instead of, normally I'm not paying myself, moving the chips, setting the bets up, moving the all tall small stuff over. The dealer's doing all that. It's, without a second person here, CDC is working tonight. Let me just catch up my numbers here. So we had a 9. Okay, we have no bets at this point. Okay, so we actually have 2 repeats and 2 repeats, and so we're gonna fire away right here, and we're gonna do this white, white, red progression right now because we got our money off the table. Okay, 10, 30 is going to pay 60. We're not going to worry about the VIG right now. We're going to go 90. We're going to add 10 and go to 100.
You got to remember my name because you got to remind me all the time. Oh, that was 10? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I thought that was 8. Yeah.
So we're going to move that 10 over. Real important. Matter of fact, I need to do this in a systematic way. I need to move the chip, 3 craps, move the chip over, see a horn, bet a horn, horn high. Let's take the sister, 11. Hopefully you guys can see that screen here okay. I got my external Bose speaker because it was pretty low, you couldn't barely hear it. I had to put this external speaker and pair it. 4. 4. Same thing. So we're going to pay 60 is 90. So we're just going to go to 100. I'm going to pay myself first. If I pay myself in the last one, 60. I have to watch the video now. 60. We're going to just put this in the rack. Go to 100. Okay, 6 just rolled. I need to catch up my thing here. 1 second. And I'm going to pause 1 second. CDC just texted me. Told her not to call in. And I know when you're finished. Please check the text. Okay, 1 second. Hold on, guys. Apologize. Bear with me. Oh boy, somebody stole from her store. People came in and took one of the girls used pepper spray. Wow. On an employee. Oh my God. Wow, somebody used pepper spray. Okay. All right, where are we at here? I apologize, folks. Okay. So 6 just hit. 4 we press. So 6 we're going to press. Pays 35. One of the tricks that I do is I take the drop off and I put it on the hard way. We're going to put that on the hard 6, okay? This has paid many dividends over the years for me. I take the drop off of the 6 and 8 and I put that on the hard way. Okay, so let's fire away. 30. I'm going to hop the hard 8 here. It's followed the 6 earlier.
Catch. Yeah. Okay. You follow us then. Yeah.
If I can recommend anything, and Hawaiian Crap Shooters and Hawaiians out there,
Go to 6.
6. Repeating 6. And don't take this when I'm giving corrective criticism like if it was my child, and you know, when I talk on here, it's not in any kind of way bad. The guys from Craps Nation all know me. I help them out. Sometimes it may sound like I'm being rude, or it might sound like I'm down on what they did. I'm just trying to correct them. But fellas, when your boy is at the table and those dice are pushed to him, you need to be in absolute silence and keep the energy around the table, keep the circle. We call it, we call it, the ring of love, or however you want to do it. Present yourself. But for that second, though, when he goes to grip those dice, whatever you're doing on the table, you guys need to, in my opinion, I would recommend, so make sure I'm saying this politically correct, that you guys try to just tone it down. Let him get in his energy. Let him get in his zone. Let him focus in his head. He might be saying 1, 2, 3. He might be thinking 3 things he needs to do. Breathe, relax, follow through, release. Get his energy going, okay? And when the guys are talking, I'm telling you right now, these rolls probably could have been longer had that happened. And I know you guys are all friends, and you guys are all having a good time, and that's great. I think once that dice hit, go bananas, go crazy. But once those dice get pushed to him, different ball game. I know some guys, and I'm not going to mention, some guys like doing this. That drives me crazy personally. When you're taking your riffling chips, that's fine. As soon as those dice come to me, stop the riffling. Let the guy get in his zone and let him roll. I'm telling you, I've seen some of the longest rolls come about, 50, 60, 70, 80 hand rolls, when the energy of the table is united as one. So try to remember that, okay? And just when the guy gets, and you'll start reaping the benefits of some of these things I'm telling you. I'm doing this for your guys' benefit. I get nothing out of this by telling you this, okay? So this is for your benefit. Tune into the table, no matter whether you're with your friends or not. And if you see somebody doing something out of a loving heart, say, bro, can you not do that? Can you not do this? Can you not do that while he's shooting the dice? Or can you move your hands? Hey, say it nicely. Don't be a jerk off, and then the guys get on the table and you're saying something to the guy, he's got his hands down like this. Bro, move your freaking hands. The dice are coming your way, and then he has attitude. Now he has a negative thing because you said, you fucking idiot, or what, in your head you're thinking something like that. So be nice, be polite at the table. Say, bro, hey, you in the blue shirt down there, can you lift your hands up while you're shooting? Thanks, man. Let's give this guy every opportunity to have a good hand. Thanks, buddy, appreciate that. Let's work as a team, say something positive. Say something positive out of it. He'll smile, say, yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up, like, yeah, we're all on a team, we're all in this together, bro. And then, maybe he's doing something right later on, you give him a wink at him and give him the thumbs up, okay? So, get back to this here. So we hit a 6. Man, I can't remember if we even, yeah, we pressed. Okay, so this is going to be, so had I moved my chip over the first time, okay, so that's our second 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the 10, the 4, and the 6. 10, the 4, and the 6. We have 3 chips moved over. The second 6 hit, so we're going to pull this over. I'm going to tell the dealer press. If that's going to pay 70, 50, 60. This might go longer than an hour because of the things I'm throwing at you guys. Okay, this one comes down. I think it was an easy 6. Not sure if it's easy or hard because I got to listen here. And then we're going to press this 60 to 120. And we're going to put the 10 on the drop off of the 6, okay? Just like that. Fire away.
Yeah. You can go 60 for me. Go to 60. Yeah.
Depends what I'm playing here. So when I'm playing level 5, I'm following a pyramid that I developed. Not that I developed, but I developed part of it. It was done a different way, and I took it to another level. It used to be done with check marks, and now I took it to actual numbers, creating a pyramid to see what's rolling. But One of the things I should have done before that 6 is I would have hopped the 5-2 for 15 bucks. 52. Because it came after the 6 early on, it came a 5 deuce. I'm going to play that for the next 3 times I see a 6.
Where am I anyway? On the top side, yeah? I see it.
So still on that bed. So this is where I would pull this bed over for the dealer.
I'm on the top, yeah. Take one, drop one. Did not know that.
I actually should have pulled it over last roll and he would have got paid 6, 7. And now we got a 6 and an 8 and I would have done the hard 6 from like that. And it's a 5-2-7. So all right, so we lose. I mean, it looks like we lost, you know, we did. We lost 100, 200. But we needed to hit a third, we needed to hit a bet 3 times, and we did not. So it's 350, 375. It looks like we lost $410 when we really, what do we have? We had 140, we had 160, we lost 20 bucks really. 20 plus our hot bets. But in reality, this comes down to the dealers. You know, we played a conservative deal there. It didn't pan out for us. It looked like it was starting to get positive. We got our bets off the table. It wasn't like it was that we were really exposed, but we caught the 5-2. We caught the 5-2. That's 240 and down. It's 240 and down. So it's 225 plus this bet back is what it works out to be. So 240 and down. Okay. So I think we're up right now because according to this, I think we're up. Now it's about even. We have 50 and 50. Yeah, we're just about even. I don't know. 5, 4, 9. Yeah. I think we're pretty close to even because of that. So that actually helped us out. Okay, so now we're going to drop $17 for the next shooter. 15. God dang it, I'm paying out of the bank. I gotta make sure I don't do that. So 17 bucks. Okay, just gonna give it here and give it to the bank. How's that? And that's just, we're gonna do $1 all tall small and $15 make them all. Okay, pucks off. Got our first 7. We reset our board here. Reset our white, white, red. We're gonna hop the 5-2 on the come out. 15 bucks. This happens at least once a session, guys. That the 7 out appears on the come out roll.
White Paul King 11.
5 is missing.
White Paul King 94 block. 11 was his roll. People make some money. It's good. What happened? How do you feel?
Oh, we got an 11 roll. He had a 12 roll actually. You got to count the 7 out as a roll. In my opinion, he had a 12 roll, not an 11 roll. He had a 12 roll, start to finish.
He's gonna get a monster one today.
You don't discount the come out 7s. So why should you discount the 7 out? So that was a 12 roll hand.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Who's throwing?
Man, I don't know how you guys get away with this, Brian. How you guys put the musical chairs and switch, because the dice are supposed to go clockwise, and you were next. It'd be different if Mar started out. If the dice started out here, and Gary says, "I want to shoot from stick left." The dealer pushes him a dice, and he says, "I want to shoot from stick left." And Mar says, "Okay, I'll move over." And then Gary goes to stick left 1. I'm sorry, stick right 1. Sorry, stick right. And then he shoots. The next dice would go to the guy that's straight out. And he says, "I want to shoot from stick right." I forget who that was. Might have been Mar, I think, shooting second. I think it was Mar. Then she shoots from stick. And then it would go to the guy who was next, who was actually at stick right too. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of confusing. I don't know how they got away with it. What they did was totally keep my mouth shut at this point. You got away with something I don't think you should have. 7 winner. I'll show you how to make it work the next time though. I gotta rewind this. I gotta see if that was a 5-2. There's a 2-on-1 dice. That's what it looks like. Sorry about this, guys. I apologize. Talking. I thought I saw the 2 in the dice in the center, which means if one of those has a 2, it's a 5-2-7. And we catch it, another 240. Now we're in a plus, and we can open up the game a little bit if that's the case. If I was viewing this on my television,
Mark's gonna throw, Mark's gonna throw.
Seven. 5-2. So it happened right away. You're good. You don't have to even chase this anymore. You got what it was intended to do. Once a session. If you want to take a stab at it with a little bit less or the same amount, but I wouldn't give back more than 30 bucks doing this. So I was going to pay 240. Let's keep it up. So we'll go 225. We'll get some red chips for the quarters.
Yeah, we got.
So hopefully the Hawaiian guys are paying attention to that. Hop that 7. $5. You guys are buying in for $1,000. I got 1,500 here, but I would do $10 with 1,000. $500. I would do $5 hop. Okay. All right. So we're in a bad spot here, guys. All right.
15 out of 14.
So we lose this 15. So we have 3 7s in the last 12 rolls, and less than the last 12 rolls. We have 3 7s in the last 8 rolls, 8, 9 rolls. That's a negative sign. We have a come out 7. Okay. So I would take my whole. We did have a 6 repeat, and that's the only scary thing, that the 6 is repeated. But the bet says to lay the point and lay the lost number. So we're going to go 120, laying the 5. It's lost. 120, laying the point of 6. Okay? Because and we're gonna fire back, and we don't move the 6 over because let me get some change here. 5, 50 for 50. We let's come back on the 5 deuce. It's early in the game. We want to bet 2 7s here. How do we determine what we bet? What is the second 7? We've only had 2 of the same 7s. Unfortunately, we're going to have to put a nickel on each one. Instead of going 10 on choosing one, I'm just going to go 5 and 5 for the sake of throwing those out there. And I'm going to hop the easy 6s for 10 bucks. Okay? Because it's already repeated once. It's called a daily double. I love to play these. We can make this 15 if we want. It's a strong 15 and it's going to split the easy 6. Until it shows me a hard 6 coming back with an easy 6, we're going to go easy. Here we go.
Yeah.
So this is a negative indicator on the table right now. This is not a positive sign, even though the last year threw 12 rolls.
Yeah, including the 5, yeah.
Until we can get these 7s to clear, we want 2 7s in the last 12 rolls. We want to keep this thing positive. We want to keep it balanced. The key of the table is keeping everything balanced. The table's going to want to get in these fluctuations where it's going to go high, it's going to go low, it's going to travel up and down like the stock market. Like throughout the course of the day traders, you'll see the graphs go back and forth. That's exactly what's happening here.
Alright. So we're gonna go
Now
66 inside.
I track with the chart. You can use chips to track the sevens. You know, keep 12 chips out there, and if they're sevens, put them in red. If they're not sevens, put them in white. You can keep that in a rack somewhere. You can, if you don't want to track with paper. But and no, I don't give these sheets out for clients, in case you're wondering. 7 out. 4 and a 3. Okay, so it came 7 out, 4 and a 3. And the negative indicator. Not only that, not only was there 3 sevens in the last 9 rolls, but the 7 was following the 6 twice already. It's called a double kill. Very strong. When you see that 6, you need to be calling your bets off, or you need to protect your bets 100%. If you're on the do side, you need to protect, but you need to end this hand with a win, with plus money coming out of it if you can. Don't just do it for a neutral wash. It's too strong of a bet. A double kill is stronger than a single kill. A triple kill is stronger than a double kill. A quadruple kill is stronger than a triple kill, etc. Down the line. Okay, so they're going to take all this like this, and they're going to rack it like this, and they're going to pay $80 and down. They're going to give you 75 plus your 5 back. Okay, that's here. And then that's going to pay 80. The 120 is going to pay 80. And 120 here is going to pay 100. It's $4 $9 bid. We'll just call it 10 because probably shorted the dealer $1 earlier on the commission on the 4. So that's pretty square. We're just trying to keep things, you know. I might be out the $1 or $2 here. Nothing to slow the game down. Okay, so let's rock and roll. So now it's come out roll. Again, now we have 4 sevens in the last 12 roll. We won our bet on the 7. Let's come back and let's hop the 4-3 for $5 only. We're not going to try to risk it. Risk a bunch of money.
10 bonus.
Again, a strong play in my opinion is to see what's going on in the come out roll. If you can pay attention to what's rolling on the come out roll, and right now we've had a 6, hard 6, a 9, and a 6 are the 3 of the 6. The 6 has happened twice, and the 9 once. So, what pays more if I'm going to do a bet and so I want to show you a strong play here. Watch this. So let's go 75. 90. 90 is going to pay, so we have 6 and 9. So of the 2 bets, which one pays better, the 6 or the 9? The 9 does. So we're going to take our $90 and put it on 6. Now remember, forget that the puck is off right now. They're risking $150 to $300 across. I'm going 90. I'm doing 50% about what they're doing. Okay? And I'm going to take the other $15 and I'm going to hop that easy 6 for $15. Okay, so now I got 105 at risk. Probably half of what they had at risk for the come out roll. And I got the 4-3 as a slight protection, but I'm playing numbers that are hitting on the point, on the come out. Watch. And I'm using, you know, a unit of 90 because if I'm going to make 2 bets, 90-90 is 180, that's still less than what they're doing on their 220 inside, or they were across for 3 something, they were across for 5 something at one point. I mean, whether it's 500 or whether it's 90, you know, we're basically in it trying to make the same amount of money. They have a $100 5 to make 140, I have $90 to make, whatever that pays out. 42 times 3, so 126.
Yeah, what do you guys 1 1 1 2? There you go. Get the deal. Yeah.
So again, these are 3 strong bets, okay? And nine's coming on the come out, the 6 is coming on the come out recently, and the 4-3 just happened. Super strong play right here. Oh, I was gonna take, so I'm sorry, I didn't do this yet. I want to lay the 5 for 150. Okay, $5 bid. Now look at this, 100, that's got a pay 100. That's 90, that's 105. I'm completely washed out here as long as that 5 doesn't roll. 9. You see how paying attention to the lost 5, how it presented a 0 risk for me? Not a 0 risk, because a 5 could hit. But it's not rolling for a reason. That's a topic for another day. So we lost this 20. And this is going to take down this leg. And 90 pays, let's say it was 42 times 3, 126.
120 on the 6 and 8.
Look at that, 120 on 6. You see what he just said? Look how that energy came about. 126. He just said 120 on the 6. Isn't that?
15 on 410.
Okay, so let me pause this for a second. Get my bearings straight here because I'm doing 6 different things a Sunday. Okay, so now we're gonna, we want the table to prove itself still, right? So we got 1 hit on the 9. Actually, the bet's free. This bet's free. There's no reason why we can't, but for the sake of argument, for the sake of, what if you didn't catch that bet on the come out roll? You wouldn't be plus money right now. So let's, points 9, right? Let's collect 4 bets. Let's try to get this bet free. And then maybe, if it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then we'll play some individual hops if we see it. Right now, the 10 is following the 9. So, I want to see something double. I want to see a daily double. I want to see a play that's strong for me to play. And right now we don't have it because it's too early in the game. So, I'm hoping for a box number at this point. And I'll tell you about certain trends that go with certain numbers that they clump. What was the yes about? Oh, 5. So there's that. So there's a lost number coming back. So 5 hit. So pays 42, right?
What's this one?
42. So let's go like this. So we could take back this 22, add $3 and go to 75. Oh shit, we're collecting. I'm sorry. We're collecting. Sorry. See, I got ahead of myself here because I won the 9. So I was already in the plus. Okay, so we got the 5, we got to collect there. This is a loss. This is actually a negative indicator right here. This lost number coming back. 3 craps. See horn, bet horns. I'm going to do a $10 horn high yoke because I believe that 511 roll happens. Horn high. I'm going to do a $10 yoke. I'm going to play that 511 roll. Let's make it 15. I'm gonna lay the point for that 1 roll. Okay. 8's the roll.
So the question is, should I reverse or depress? This is Mr. Money Shot.
My pin just took a dump on me. Oh my god. Murphy's Law. Does this one work? Yeah. Okay. So we lose that $15 here. We're going to take down our leg. Again, the dealer's doing all this stuff. For you say down on my leg, he puts it here, gives it to you, boom, you're done. And the 8 was 35. So we're going to, remember, if we press this, we'd be pressing it with 30, and then this change goes on the hard 8. Right? Boom. Just like that. So we're collecting, that's our second. We're going to call that our third collect. The 9, the 5. No, second collect. We need 4 collections. 5 and the 8.
Give me one more time.
5 and the 8.
The big over-the-top move is to swing from the inside, or swing out to right field, as they say.
Skip ahead. So, following is 8, we have easy 8. We have easy 8 and 6, 6 and 8 following the 8. Right now the 6 is the dominant number. I already missed out on it. You know, you could hop the 6s here. Again, I like to wait for at least a second attempt. I'm gonna wait for something to happen twice. But I think playing the 6 or the 8 on the hop, we got the place bets covered. If I had one bet, I could load all this up on the 8 like this, $60, and take $10 and hop the 6. Or load it on, put 60 on the 6 and hop the 8. Either way, we'll just keep it like this. That's a strong play, doing that way.
Thank you.
I am, typically, I don't play like I'm showing you right here unless I'm shooting the dice or I believe in somebody can get me the goods. Because this is playing for the home run. You guys should only do this when you're shooting the dice if you believe in yourself. Bet this way. 6 easy, so it did hit. So we would have hit that hop. So that's going to pay 35. Again, we're conservative, right? We're going to put that on a hard 6. Now we got, that's our third collection, 5, 8, 6. Oh, these commercials. Oh shit, we have a triple kill here. Hang on. You do not want to miss this. Okay. So we have a triple kill here. So we want to look back at our board. 6, 6, 9, 5, 3, 8. 6, 9, 5, 8, 6. So we have the 4 and the 10 that are missing right now, and the point is the 9. So that 6 is a triple kill. They come 5 deuce, 4 trade. So we already know that we're going to play. Let me get some change. Let me get 50 in. Get 50. 50 for 50. Okay. So a triple kill is a negative sign. So we either going to have to make a negative bet and keep the bets working. Call the bets off right in here. So you can either do this one or two ways. I'm going to make the negative bet. So I'm just going to go 120 on the 9 and 10. That's a good neutral number to use. Increments of 30. We're not going to worry about the VIG right now. We're going to lay this 9 and 10. These bets are off for the dealer. On 9 and 10 are off. Just like that. So now that's going to get me back 80 and 60, 140. 140. I only have 120 at risk. It's getting me back 140. So I'm going to come out ahead, right? So I'm going to hop the 5-2 and the 4-3, since those are the 2 7s that hit. Fire away. And we're working on everything else. Obviously, we're not working the 9 and 10 because we're laying it. We're laying the point and the lost number, okay? Furthest lost is the 10. What happened to the sound? 8. 6, 2, 8. So that's going to pay 35. Again, we're going to 1, 2, this is our 4th collection. Okay, so now we're going to, we lose this. Take the lays down, so we don't have to pay back the VIG because I'm just going to put this off to the side so I can grab it again later. Boom, we're back rocking and rolling, just like that. We have no negative sign. Okay. Now he comes, okay, good. So we have the, why is there no sound? We have the 8, the 6, and the 6. This is where we can hop the 6. Now it's a daily double. You can hop that 3-way 6 or easy 6 right here. Do easy 6. I'm not sure what's going on with the sound. should have looked at the time. 9 winner. So it's going to pay 42, 25, 40, 42. Let's just go to 50, just like that. Boom. Puck is off. We do not have any number. We could work these bets right here. We could label loss. We could work them and make a lay bet, say for 200 on the 10, it's lost, and then work 9 through 4, just like that. Nothing wrong with that. Strong bet. So we got 50, 110. We got about $60 at risk here. Okay. Hard 4. What is the deal? You know, that's volume. Let me see if I can get the volume back. Hang on. Sorry. Okay, you know what? Let me take care of this first. 60 bucks. Okay, we're pressing now, right? I'm gonna go to 100. Because we're done with our 1, 2, 3, 4. We press the 9. Yeah, we press the 9, we press the 4. We're press the 9, let's move the 9 over, move the 4 over. Okay, now we're doing the white, white, red progression. All right, let me pause for a second. Figure this out. What the heck? 4. 2 4s in a row. Here is Bluetooth device. I don't need to do that, do I? Oh my God. First, how come it's not recognizing this? Oh God. Or maybe it is coming out of sound. I can't tell if it's coming out. I'm going to back it up here a little bit. Speaker. I don't know why it's not coming out of the, oh my God, stereo. Okay, that's come out. So now we're set. The point is on 4. We look in the 4 column, we have a 6. We have no reason to, that's our second 4. Winner. I must need to stop this and get some volume so you guys can hear. I'm not sure if you guys can see the screen. At least they were calling the numbers out before. You can just believe me. 4 hits, it pays 200. We're into a press. So we went from 30 to 60. So this would be a press. We're going to collect on the next 4. Puck comes off. Take down the lay. Now this 10, although that 10 is lost, when the new column starts, in my opinion, for the first 5 rolls, it is strong. Until it hits gone 18 rolls. Right now we're only gone 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're gone 18 right now. So now it's a scary sign. So I would say right here, 4, 4, 6. I would say work the 6 and hop the 4. You know, do a $15, work the 6, a strong bet. Or hop that, work the 6 on, and hop this 4 for 15 bucks. I hate not, at least a little ding comes on the, maybe there's a problem with the volume, that's why they're, where's the dice at? Okay, stick left-handed guy's throwing 12. 12 craps. Oh, now we got volume. But it's not coming out of the speaker.
Battery 100%. Connected to MSI.
Oh, here we go. Okay, but lose that $15. Let's do it again. Back up to 15. I'm just going to tap it. And I'm going to do a $2 crap.
Let me see. Is that my 310? Thank you. Dealer 62.
This is the third shooter now. So we press the 1, 2, 3, 4. Press the 9, press the 4, press the 4.
I'm gonna do a cartwheel. I'm gonna do a cartwheel and hit that. I thought he was gonna run it. I can think myself.
Wait a second. What was the point?
13. I know that. Oh, we got it. You mean
We missed something here. I'm going to back it up.
You got work to do.
Maybe when it was, and I'll be completely honest with my roll and everything. Oh, we had no volume when he made the point. That's why I didn't hear it. Okay, let me look. Sorry. I don't know who was it for. 12. I saw that. The puck is off right now, so they don't have a puck. They don't have a point. It's off on both sides, so it's not like the dealer made a mistake. You've seen this before. One dealer's on the 8, and the other one's on the 6 on the other side or something. So, in this situation, yeah, I'm working only the 6. They made that little dinging noise when the point came out. Maybe that's when they started talking and I didn't pay attention to what the point was. Come on, guys. So, the 4's only got one number following the 6. That's why we're working it. It makes sense, right? It's very strong to play what's following certain numbers. Here we go. Is this the guy that... Yeah. Forget this guy's name, but I like the way he shoots. He sets his dice up, sets his set, pulls his arm back, relaxes. Hard 10. Hard 10 on top of it. Okay, we got a negative, big, huge negative sign here. So we lose this 15. What is this $3 for? I don't know, but I'm sure we lost it.
You got work to do.
Oh, they must have been swearing. Yeah, you gotta, I know, I'm bad sometimes too. All right, so, and I don't play my game. I said I wasn't going to get into the teaching of this, but I want you guys to, you know, this is mainly for their benefit. That when you pay attention to a number that's been gone for a while and it comes back, that 10 has been gone for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 rolls. It hit after the 20, it was gone 20 rolls and it hit on the 21st. Okay, anything after 18 is a negative sign. So you need to protect your money, or you need to, so what way can we protect our money right here? The points of 10. So this was the lost number coming back. Number one, we have to ask ourselves, is that 10 repeating back to back? Has it repeated back to back in the last 4 10s? The answer is no. So it is safe to make a lay bet. So there's 200 we can lay. To cover 100, we can cover these bets right here. Okay? Again, we want to keep our risk to lose. If that 10 comes back, we lose 200 bucks. If the 7 comes, we're going to lose 3, 4, 25, 450, for about $475. But we're not going to insure all of it. We're just trying to neutralize and trying to reduce the risk on a negative situation. If this was positive, I would say, fucking go for it. Don't do anything. Matter of fact, look for positive opportunities to attack the game. Right now, it's a negative sign. And there's a negative signs that can happen during a positive run. You have to understand that. That happens all the time. You can pause the game for one roll on a negative situation. A pause, not do anything. We can call the bets off for one roll. So if the 4 wasn't hit the next roll, that would suck. So in this situation, I'd call everything off and I'd hop the 4. That's not a bad play. What is this 4 going to pay? 600, right? So every a 3-1 pays 15 to 1 odds. So every $15 pays 240. So 240. So I would need to hop it for like $40 hop. If the 3-1 showed the next roll, I'd get paid the same as at a place bet. But I'm only putting $40 at risk compared to 300. You know, and I'm looking at the 10. Oh, the 4 rolled out. Okay, the 4 rolled. It's even. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's hop this 4 for 40 bucks. Easy 4. That's how it came. We don't want to play that 22 unless that's how it showed. Okay, so all these bets are off. We have a negative sign. That point is a 10. Okay, so now we can make $100 here. We can lose $200 here. We can make $100 here. We got $40 there. So if we're anticipating the 7, the show right now, right, because it's a negative indicator, these bets are all off. We can just go like this for one roll, okay? Going bet, and this bet's off too. They're all off. We got a lay, boom, boom. So what else are we missing? We're missing the 7s. How are the 7s? We've had 2 7s. They've come 4-3, and they've come 5-2. Okay, for the sake of argument, let's do an ace-2 show split with this nickel. I like playing that when I got a nickel when I have at least $30, $35 off. Okay, we're set. Let's rock and roll. We can lay the point. Now, if I'm looking for, here's the point. Another strong bet is laying a lost number. So look back real quick, and I'd say lay the 5. So we could go 150 on the 5, just like this. The most I can lose right now is $200. The most I can lose. I could drop this to 120 and reduce my risk even more, just like this. That's going to make 60. That's going to make 100. I can go 120, 120, just like this. Let's just go 120, 120. How's that? That's reducing even further. 80 and 60. 140. That's all we're going to make on that, but we're not losing money is the key. We have a negative trend that's telling us the 7's coming. Why is it negative? Because it's a lost number returning. It's very strong for the 7 until we see a box number. Somebody reduced, I think. Let me see, what is that all about? Oh,
I know Brian told me something. Let me think.
Wait a minute.
Is that my 310?
Oh, they hit the tall. Yep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. So they hit the tall. Well, I made $1 on it. I made a whole 30 bucks. That's better than not making anything. Okay, I got 30 bucks. They got 150. When I get down to one number, I'm looking at making 2,200. They're looking at making 750. That's the difference.
I'm gonna do a cartwheel. I'm gonna gonna do a cartwheel and hit that.
Oh shit, I'm out. Wait a second. Let me look at this. 9, come out 9, 5, 3, 8, 11, 6, 8, 11, 6 I moved, 8, 9, 4, 8, 9, 4, 12, 10. We need aces right now. Okay, this is it. This is the play right here. Okay, this is one bet right here, right? Now we're going to take $60. This is the play. This is what I was waiting for. Get down to one number. If it's a box number, okay, let's just pause for a second. Let's say, for the sake of argument, the 2 was hit and the 4 was missing. Okay? And I'm set to make $22.50. I want to lay 50% of that win. So I'm looking to make $750 times 3. So what's that? 22.50. So $11.25. So $550. So I'm going to lay at $1,100. I would take $1,000 and lay the 4. Okay, like this. It's an on button. Lay the 4 for $1,000. This is how I would do it. Okay, and then I would take the hard 4 pays 8 to 1. I would do that for $125, hard 4. And I'd be praying that I got a 2 on one die. Then I know I can't lose, okay? I want a 2 on one die. I want a 22. I want to lose this bet. I want a hard 4 if this was my last number, okay? I would put 50%, so $22.50. I'm going to get paid $11.25. Here's 11. Here's 10. $11.25. You see how I'm 50%? And then I'd be hoping, and it comes quite more than you think. That number will come 22 if it hits, not 31. If it comes 31, I win $2,200 and I lose $1,100. I net about $1,125. I net 50%. $11.25. What's wrong with that? For $15, I made $11.25. Or for $15, I'm making $2,200 if a 22 shows up. Okay? In this case, that's not what happened because the 4 did hit. We're down to the aces. So when I have a horn number, it's all I need. Okay, I'm set to make $2,200. I have a little schedule that I use. And the schedule is, it goes $60 for 5 rolls. And then it goes up. Then it goes up $10 for 5 rolls, $10 for 5 rolls. You gotta think this. If you're down to one number, these are 10 numbers. It takes at least 10 rolls to get to this point. So you're already into the roll 10 to 20 rolls when you're at this point. Minimum, when you're down to one number, okay? So we're gonna start with $30 and we're gonna go $60. We're gonna start with 60 bucks. So let's take $60. Here's 75. I know I already have another bet out there. 20, 40, 60. We're gonna hop all 3. You cannot take a chance that, so basically, we can just take this down. We can take that other bet down, and we got 20, 20, 20. Okay, fire away. We're down to one number here. Out of the shell. I don't think it matters. 4-3.
Yeah, 13. I know that. Oh, we got it. You made almost all in 13 rolls there, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, 13. So, speaking of 13, that's funny he says that. I was at the Golden Nugget a few years ago, and it was during March Madness. They had the table put out on the south end where the roulette wheel is. They made that. Now it's a table there. Before it was a roulette wheel. And they pulled the roulette wheel out because crap must make more money, so they put that in there. And I was shooting from stick right, doing the helicopter shot, and I hit the first all tall small in 13 rolls, the next one in 13 rolls, and I was into the third one on the same shot. And like a dummy, I did 5-5-5, 1-1-1 for the dealers. I hit that. They paid $1,250 bucks. And then some college kids showed up to the left of me and they said, how did you get paid? And I said, I hit the all tall small. And they said, what's that? And I said, well, it's this bet up here. You got to bet it before the roll starts. I'm about to roll. You want to get in on it? And they said, yeah, what do I got to give? I said, you got to give the dealer 555, just like I'm doing. And I didn't, by the way, I did not increase my bet after the win because I didn't think I was going to do it twice. Like a dummy. And that's a huge mistake, guys. When you win a bet, whether it's a proposition bet, whether it's a horn bet, whether it's any kind of bet that pays higher than a normal 2 to 1 or better, if it pays better than 2 to 1, you need to increase that bet after the win. Period. Don't take a same bet. I don't care if it's $1. It should be double the bet. If you have 5, it should be 10. If it's a $20 bet, it should be 40. So if you take those horns and you hit them, I know some of those guys play horns. If you hit that horn for 5 and it hits, and you horn high whatever, and you hit it, and you say you parlayed the first one, you hit the net hit, and that one's got 60 on it, and you win that next one, you need to advance up 60, you know, whatever. If it's got 30 on it, you need to go to 60. If it's got 60, you need to go to 120 and collect the difference. Okay. So with that said, we had the 7, came 4-3, so they would take all this down. Oh, that's the 50 for the 4. Sorry, 4-3. What's that? 104. What's this one? Oh, it was a place bet. We had that. Okay, so we lose this. It was a place bet on the 4. 4-3 pays 80 times 4, 320. Oh, it's 300 plus your bet back, so that's why it's 320. 3, there's 20, there's 3. Okay, that's going to pay, 120 is going to pay 80. It's going to call it 75, let them keep the $5 vig. And then 120 is going to pay 60. We'll go 55, let them keep the $5 vig. So now I know I'm square because I paid more vig than I needed to. And these bets were all off. Look where we're at here. Look at, we're not going crazy here. We just hit a few bets. We're doing okay here. So we're definitely in the money here. We definitely can be slightly more aggressive. That's part of this bet here. So let's quickly take a quick count. 5, 10, 15, 18. 18 and 5 is 23. About 100. 23 plus 5. About 2,800 here, right in here. 2,800 and 15, so it's 1,300 profit at the present time. Okay, just like that. So let's come back. We're going to do $15 all tall small. We're going to do high aces, you know, $2 on the high and low, or small and tall, just like that. Okay, bucks off. We got a new shooter. Same thing. Just because we're up money now, we can be slightly more aggressive, slightly. And when I'm talking slightly, it's barely any more than we're doing. This is our normal bet, right? Just like this, 160. Most of those guys were not working on the come out. If it's not giving you a sign that the 7s are coming on the come out, go for it. Don't waste that opportunity. The dice don't know it's a come out roll. And some Hawaiians out there that don't believe to work on the come out. I believe certain situations do not work. Right now, we have no negative sign that says that a bet. I mean, if we look right now, we got 30 rolls in and we have 1-5. You could, this is a very strong play, just like this. 150, lay to 5 to make 100. Now, what do we do? Here, 3, 4. Here's 4 bets. Here's 110. So we just laid the 5 for the come out roll, and we have $30 at risk, working all our bets. We have 3, 6. 6 and 4 is 10. 10 and 10 is 20. We have 20 dice combinations working in our favor. About 60% of the dice combinations we're going to get paid on right now. The 7 out came 4-3. So let's come back and let's even This is going to pay 80. We could go 4, 3, 5, 2, 5 each. Strong bet. Lay to 5, 4, 3. Look at that. Look at that power I have right here. Look how strong of a bet this is. Okay? The 4 hits, I make 60. The 10 hits, I make 60. 42 on the 5. 35, 35. This number's hit 1 time in 30 rolls. Until it hits twice within 5 rolls, it's gone. Okay? Let's play this out. Reset the board.
I'll take 10, 10, 10. One for the dealers. Oh, that was exciting. Started off with 540.
Again, when I play double tall small and I'm shooting, I have the dealers on 1, 1, 1. They're on with me. Or I'll put $3 on make them all because I want them rooting for the home run for me. I don't want them rooting for one side of it. I want them to know that I'm in it. You're in it like I'm in it, pal. You know, maybe I'll go 1 on the out, 1 on the small, 1 on the tall, and 3 in the middle. Give them a nickel. And I'll go 1, 1, and 15 in the middle. Just like that. Of course, and I got them on my bets with me on the table as well. I think this is a very strong play right now. Super strong.
Oh, sorry.
Have I been picked off with the 5 coming? I'll tell you that. Hell yeah, I have. I was with the Craft Nation guys, and I was showing them some thing. Forrest lost. I laid it. Guess what rolled the next roll? 4. I mean, it happens. It doesn't happen very often, but man, you look like an idiot when it happens. But they don't see the 100 of the times that you win on these bets where, and you know, and you're protecting your bets in a situation like this, where I just reduced the table down to 0 risk for me. I got 20 dice combinations. Not 0 risk, but reduced it down to about 5% risk. So the 8 hits. So, okay. Pause this for a second. We are up $1,300. Okay, a $1,500 buy-in, 10% is $150. 20% is $300. I'm at $1,300, not $300. A $300 would be a 20% gain, which would be a positive sign that I'm doing good on the table. I'm doing really good on the table. It's not like I hit any home runs here. I just made some smart bets. Okay? So I do not have to collect 4 bets at this point. I can be slightly more aggressive and say, instead of me saying, I'm going to pull 4 bets off the table and get 120, I could keep that mode, or I could say, hey, the table's showing, if the table was showing negative, I would say do that, but it's not. It's not. We should have 2, 4, 6 sevens right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's positive. It's until it starts showing negative and those 7s are more than they should be, then we're into an influx of 7s. Right now we're not. Right now it's a positive sign. So let's ride this out. I hope this thing's recording. Let me go check. It's gonna suck if it's not. I think it is. Okay. All right, so okay, so we had come out 8, pays 35. Okay, so watch how we do this. 35. We're gonna go to 60. Now, some of you, I'm gonna put this on the hard end. Some of you say, should you put that behind his odds? I got a different rule of thumb with that. I would say, if you're gonna play the pass line, and I'll go ahead and do it, put the pass line here. Instead of taking 16 odds, you do both. You treat this bet, and I'm doing this as an example, and we're going to play it out. You do this pass line completely separate than your place bets. Don't ever take this bet if you want to truly be an advantage player, and that's what this is about. This video is about betting like a pro. This video is about being an advantage craps player, okay? You would not take this 60, although some guys will tell you, and I can tell you guys that play for a living, and they'll tell you that is a huge mistake. And they'll tell you, like I'm telling you right now, they're going to tell you to your blue in the face that this has cost them thousands of dollars. What am I trying to gain here? $60. Let's put it here. 60 is going to pay 70, correct? 60 back here. That's my quarter. 60 back here. It's going to pay 30 for this 25, 30 for this 25, and 12 for that 10. So we gained $2. We gained $2 for the opportunity to miss when this hits as the point, and the next point is a 5, 4, 6, whatever, and we forget to come back on that bet in our progression, and before you know it, the guy's throwing 2 8s and you're not paying attention, and your bet should have been pressed up because maybe you're in a pressing mode at this point. Maybe this is 20 rolls into the hand and you moved, on the 20th roll you did this with $100 instead of going 120 here for an example, okay? Follow me now. The same thing happens. The same thing happens. This bet's up to 360, and guess what rolls the next roll? An 8, and you have nothing on it. And because you tried to make $2 in the beginning, a $2 advantage, you would have had that bet at 360, that pays 420. That $2 just cost you 420 bucks. How many times does 2 go into 420? You got my answer now. Okay, so I think I used my own money for this. Yeah, I did. No, I took the 70 bucks out. Okay, hang on. I reversed my steps here. I paid myself 60, 70, right? Not out of my money. So we had a $25 pass, 50, 60. So it was like this, correct? I want to say I paid myself 70, that was from the dealer, so that goes back in the rack. Okay, trying to give you the example here. So don't do this. Instead, just do this, single odds. You don't have to be greedy, double odds, do single odds. Okay, rock and roll. So point is, we'll roll an 8, an 8. How do I get it 4? Oh, because I was showing you an example. Okay, points an 8. We take the 5, lay down. Come back on now. Boom. Okay, get my pin. So, because we are working the 8, we are working because we're plus money here, big time. We work the 8, we're going to go to a press. We move the chip over in the 8 column right here. White, white, red. Pay attention to this now. We move it over, press. The next chip, all these are going to be presses looking at us, every single one, even the 8, okay? Boom, boom, bada bing, bada boom. All right, here we go. So if I'm looking in the, I'm looking for a daily double play right now. I'm looking for something that is telling me that it's happened twice. I got an 8, a 6, a 6, and a 9. 6s have happened twice. Let's hop the easy 6s for 15 bucks.
Yeah, thanks. 96 across. Oh, yeah. But bring down my 8 after. I'm gonna put them behind. Yeah. 6 and 8 on. Across. Including a point. Dealer 6 and 8. Dealers across. Dealers across.
You're taking care of the dealers. You got to hand it to them. Good job, guys and gals. So nothing. You got all these guys making bets for the dealers. The dealers want this roll to materialize. They're going to get some money. 9.
35 please.
So 9 was following the 8. Now the 9's followed the 8 twice. So we're going to press this 9, 42. So 25, 40, 42. We're going to put back this red, press it a quarter.
Good, so let's see what we can do, guys.
And let's go to 75. And we move the 9 over for press. We have the 4 and the 5 following the 9, and the 10 is the third number. A lot of times I like to hop the number that pays the least and work. I would be place betting the 4 and 10 and hopping the 5 here. And my other way I play. But I'm showing you this way. 4. So I would have hit it for, would have been a place bet. So, you know, that place bet would have had, you know, 120 on it. Would have paid 240. Okay, so we lose this. 4 pays 60. We're not going to worry about the vig right now, guys. So that's 90. We're just going to go here, put 100. Boom. Okay. 9, 11, 4. Okay, now the 4s have happened twice in the 9 column. Was that the point? No. We have in the 4s, we have the hard 10, the 4, and the 6. So the 4s are repeating in the hard 10. So let's hop the hard 10 and the easy 4. Hard 10, easy 4. I like to follow those hard ways. When they're showing in certain columns, I want to follow them. And if I lose 5, 6 of them in a row, I'll bump the dollar amount from 5 to 10, etc. You know, 20, eventually work your way up. Whether it's soft or whether it's hard, it's going to hit at some point, I'm telling you. These patterns and these trends follow each other. You just have to know how to play them and when to play them. And what signs it's given you. So we got the 10, the 4, and the 6. Again, if I'm playing my other way, I hop the 6 and I place bet the 4 and the 10. That's how I would do this. You know, let's get the dealers on a bet here. So let's roll twice. The 4s rolled twice in the last 8 rolls. Let's get the $5 bet. 8 winners, so the 8 just hit. Let's go on the 8. Let's do a $6 bet on the 8 for the dealers. It's hit twice now in the last 5 rolls. It was the 4 prior to last roll, now it's the 8. Okay. So, we got the 9 hitting. The 9, did we get paid on the 8? No. Oh, we didn't get paid yet. 50, 60, 70. We're going to put the 10 on the hard 8. And we're going to go to 120 here. Let's just switch it out. And that bet came on the dealers after. Put it back here. Okay, so you got 120. We got 2 8s. We got 2 8s, a 9. So the 8s hit twice. What's our 2 highest bets? We have the 8 and we have the 4. So we could, you know, let's hop the 31. We lost that 10 bucks here. Let's hop the 31 for 10 bucks. And let's hop the 288 for $20. And let me change that. Get 50. These are beautiful chips. I love them. They're so nice. They're Faro. These are, I'll tell you, you guys are serious about dice. You guys are serious about your craps pit at home. You have to think that those plastic metal chips are so annoying when you're tapping them around and touching them. If you want to feel like a casino experience, invest the money. These are about $3 to $4 a piece. I didn't buy the singles. I had a hard time paying $4 to $5 for a $1 chip. I just went to Circa and got, when it opened up, and I got me a couple $100 in white chips and loaded up my table. Anyway, they're called Faro. They're called Top Hat and Cane Faro chips. Man, they're nice. Clay, they're beautiful. Okay, where were we? We got 31 for $10 and then an easy 8 for 10 bucks each, $30. $30 risk. Let's do an H2 show split for 5. Okay. No negative indicator underneath the 8 column. No reason to fear anything other than your money at risk going to come out and roll to a bad number. We worked in the beginning. We worked that initial one to get by that, to get that flow going. 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what?
Did you know that a simple microgreens rack like this that costs less than $500 to set up can make you over $15,000?
Yeah, right. So we got the 8, the 9, the 4, the 8. 8, the 9, the 4, the 8. 8, 9, 4, 8. Winner 7. Let's see how the 7 came. Again, not that it matters right now, but it could matter in the future. See what it is here. Looks like he's got a 4, 2, 4, 6. I don't think he was trying to throw a 7 on the come. That looks like a 3V set where you're upside down. It's a 3V set, just 180. I can't tell. It looks like a 6-1. I see a 3 on one side of the dice. The sides. That means it's not a 3-4. Let's call it a 6-1. It's hard to tell. Okay, so we lost all this. Let's lay the back wall for 180. Now we're gonna lay the back wall for 180 with a $4. So 180, lay the back wall. So we're laying every number now. And
I'm going 16 down the horse.
what were we doing before? We were hopping the easy. We would have caught that fucking hop. Excuse my French. Damn it. So we lose 31 bucks. Here's the hop of hardways. Lost that. I owe $31. So that come out 7. That come out 7 was brutal. $31. Because $10 would have been $160. I could have taken this bet to $250. Just like that. From $15 to $250. So put this money back, don't lose it. We just lose the $31. Points of 4. I rewound it a tiny bit. This is the come out roll here. 3 craps. Okay, so while waiting on the 4, it was a 7 and then a 3 and then a 4, right? That's twice the 4. That's twice the 4 has come after the ace deuce, by the way. These just little tidbits. 5 and 6 are both lost.
Give me an 8, leave my 4.
So we look at the 4 column.
Yeah.
And we have an 8, a 10, a 4, an 8, a 10, a 4. The 4s are repeating. So let's go ahead and hop that 4 for 15 bucks. Because it's repeating, and the hard 10 for 5. So remember, we only started with 160 across. 9.
35.
So we move the 9 over as a press. Okay, the 9's got 75, that's going to pay 105. 105, now we got 180. We are collecting on the next 9, okay? That's our press. If you look at the rack, show the camera, we got a $5 looking at us on the 8 and a $5 looking at us on the 9. We're collecting the next 8, collecting the next 9. See the 8's at 120, it's gonna pay 140. Hard 4 winner. Oh. And I'm talking, I want to apologize, and I'm gonna, and yes. Damn it. How do I keep doing this? Let me catch you up, guys. 1 second. All right. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay. Remember earlier I was trying to make a hot bet, and I said we have to let things happen twice. We want a daily double to show us it's already proven that it's doing it. We don't want to just throw money on the table for no reason. We want to throw it for a reason that's paying off. Okay, so if you look in the 9 column, the 4 follow the last 2 9s. Okay, twice. Now that's twice. Now that gives us a reason that it has the potential to happen a 3rd time. So we lost this. This bet came down from the roll before. So we want to make a $20 bet. Get some. I go through these. Sometimes maybe I don't know why I don't just do 100. Let's just do 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Now I gave a quarter. I put the quarter back, and I give 100 in green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're square. Now we can make some of these hot bets if we need to. Okay, so let's take 20. You can go a quarter at this point. You can go a quarter, but you know, before I do $15 easy, 5, that's 20. We have 20, so let's split it. Just 2-way hop the 4. It's easier for the dealers to do it like that if you give them an even amount. Okay. So let's come out roll. This is off. No, it's not off. It's not the point yet. Card 4. There's the 4. Okay. Now let's come out roll. Okay. So 100 pays 200. That is a press for us. Move the chip over. Now we have a red chip looking at us on the 4 column. We collect on the next 4. Goes to 300. That comes off. That's also the point. We missed that 8, didn't we? Boy. Guys, I forgot about that 8 over. Okay, so the 8 hit earlier. Even money here. We're going to back up. Here's the 8. Okay, the next bet after 25 is 35. Let's do this right. Just like this. 35. Okay. We had to come out 7. So that pays 35. The rule of thumb is stack them, don't rack them on naturals. Okay? Stack them, don't rack them, and don't take odds. Your odds are sitting on top. We took it was 35, it paid 35. So if that was a point of 9, we put $40 odds back here. Instead, we're doing the whole thing on top. If we catch a series of 7s or 11s, they're going to clump up. We're going to attack that pass line on a different level. Okay? So now we hit the 7. Then the point came out as a 4. And we made a 4. That's a separate bet. There's no odds. And then they need to pay us. They're going to go like this, and they're just going to match it. 2 here and 4 here. Okay? Now, if this bet was at 35, we go up 1 level from 35, which is 50. That's the next pass line bet. 50. Okay, that's where we're at. Sorry about that, guys. And this is, again, I make these comments in these videos. These is harder than it looks. Doing these videos. It's harder than it looks. So the point of 4 was made. Okay. We have not got paid on that. So it's a 2-way hop the 4. That's going to pay 320 and down, or 300 and you stay up. 300 and we stay up. Now we could take this 300 and put it on here. We could lock it in. More conservative would be to lock it in. Now, if we were into a press mode, say I had a white chip on the 4, I was like this. I needed to press this one, and I could be in a position where I take this and I add that 300 and I count that as a press, and now I'm ready to collect. But I'm already at that collect level. I'm already at it. So let's just rack this 300. Let's not get crazy. We won that bet. We win a winning bet. We pressed the winning bet. The winning bet was the hard 4. The winning bet now has $20 on it. The easy 4 has 10. Press the winning side. Okay? Rock and roll. Come out roll. We're off. We're hopping the 4. It's a dominant number on the table right now. You look in the 4 column, and the 9 and the 8 and the 10 are all following the 4 and the 4 and the 8. Finding how that works. See how that works? We have a ladder on the 4 now. On the next 4, it's a negative sign. Once we see the next 4, we have to remember that. We have the 9-8 rule coming into the 4. So that's 1 and 9.
Give me a hard 4.
And now that really sucked. You know what we could have done there? We could have worked all the ones. We hopped the high one. We could have worked the 4 and the 8 and the 9. Oh, the point's an 8. Shoot, we don't get paid on that because we weren't working it. We got to collect that bet. That sucks. That's okay. Can't win them all. Where are we at here? Let's pause this for a second. We lost this. Get carried away here. Should have. And I would not have worked the hard 8 and the come out. I'm a fan of, why do I want 10 to 1 when I can get paid 31 to 1? Okay? So I'll look at the 8 column, and we have oh, so the 8 is a dead kill. Look at the 8 column. We have an 8, a 6, a 6, a 9, a 9, and a 6, 1, 7. So we want to hop to 6, 1. Okay. $10. We go 15. Because it's a dead kill. It would happen when I say dead kill. It happened on the last 8. It came 6, 1. Okay. So it is a negative indicator, not a strong one. It's not a double kill. It's a single kill. Until it becomes a double kill, we're not going to panic. Okay, if we have a lost number here, the 10's gone. The 5 is gone. The 5 is gone. We could make a 150 land the 5 because we have a negative indicator. Just like that. 155. Here's the VIG. I'm going to leave it for 1 roll. Okay, now we're squared. We protected. We got some protection here on the 6-1. It's not a full protection. You got a partial. You could make this, instead of making this 150, we can make it 300. But I like to try to keep my unit size. If I'm playing, 1 unit is around 150, 180. I want to try to keep that same range, okay? Now this progression on this bet here is complete. This can go to thousands. It's okay. We started with 160, okay? And we're collecting bets as we go. We're collecting 3rd level bets. We haven't hit a 3rd level bet yet. We're about to. Okay, with that said, we have an 8. And we got a 6-1, the point's an 8. I'd be contemplated to lay the point here, but because the 8 is repeating behind that, the 8s are repeating. When I say repeating, we need a box number after the 8 for it not to repeat. And the 8, we went 8, 8 early in the session. The very first 3 rolls went 6, 8, 8. And I had a hard 8 in there. Typically, I like to play smooth stroke. Hard 8, as we're talking about it. 11 comes hard 8. 8 comes hard 8. Okay, so there you go. The 8, I just got done saying the 8s are repeating earlier, not anything recent. 5 8s ago, but still. Okay, so 120 pays, we forgot the odds on that. So bear with me here. Dan, I forgot. Single odds on the $50 8 would have been 50. I gotta totally watch this. Okay, let me pause this stuff.
No, that's fine.
Let me pause this. First of all, the 6-1 comes down. Put that up. $10 hard 8 pays 100 for 10. So let's drop 10. Get 100. And we'll press it $15 to a quarter. Put the 10 down. Okay, that's square. Working this way. What's this? Top in the hard 10. Okay, that's probably earlier. Okay, this 8, 120 pays 140. It's a collect. The red chip's looking at us. We collect this bet. This is tougher doing this with doing everything. 140, right? 140. That's this bet. Let's get rid of this 500. Just to break it down to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 500, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get one purple. Okay. 50 is going to pay 50 here and 60 back here. This next bet goes to 75. Now I'm going to leave $100 back here in case I forget. It'll be 100. 75. It'll be 100 or 120. I'll leave 125. We'll play single odds in case I forget. Okay. 140. That's that bet. Let me get 5 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create some more space here. 5 black, 1 purple. Now I got 2 purples. Okay. Trying to clean up the deal here. Okay. All right, we're square. It's a come out roll. We want 8, 11, 8, correct? Okay, so the hard 8 hit. We want to play a hard way after the hard way. $10. We can, earlier we were playing 5. We can be a tad more aggressive and go $5. Not a lot, just a little bit. And we look in the 8 column, and we got the, there's a 9, 8, 7 right there. 9, 7, 8. So we have a ladder to the 7 right now. So we got a 6-1. Let's play the 6-1 4 tray for $30. 6-1 4 tray split. Let's go 6-1 and 5-2 since it's right here. 6-1 happened last. Okay, for 30, boom, boom. We're good to go. And the 9s happened twice and the 6 happened twice. So we have 2 bets here, 6s and 9s. Let's work the 9. The only bet we're going to work is the 9. We're going to keep the 5 laid, and we're going to hop the 6. We're going to hop the one, we're going to work the one that pays more money of the 2. We only want to work 1 bet here. So we're going to take, we're going to hop the easy 6. Okay, do 3-way 6. 3-way 6. $30. Okay, we're good. We're square. Here we go, dice out.
Thank you.
Getting thirsty. Now again, there is level 2 is the do-side play. That's a little bit different than this. It tracks dominant and repeating numbers, and it plays and it counts the 7s. This is level 5 play here. Actually, it's not level 5 play. This is it's a combination of level 5, but level 5 is very, very detailed. And you can play it, play the pyramids, play a combination of them with hops, kind of what I'm doing. It's the strongest of all of them, in my opinion. But it's so, you know, there's a reason why half the value of TrendSetter is on what I charge for level 5. Okay, 6. So we hop the easy 6. It's going to pay 160 and down. Or, same bet, and we got 30. 30 for 160 is 130. And we want to press a winning bet. Easy 6 hit, so let's press the easy numbers. $5. This comes down. Almost paid myself there. Hard 8. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not going to pay myself this, but in my 6th column, I have a hard 8. Now, of course, I'm doing everything here with the video stopping, paying, dealing. Not that I make any excuses, but I'm looking for opportunities that have given me a sign that I can get 15 to 30 to 1 payout. That's what I base my game on, is these extreme bets that have 2 or 3 angles all meeting at the same time, telling me that it's a certain number is a lot more likely to hit. Now, I'm not going to pay myself, but I would have hopped that hard 8 for $10 here. That would have been a $300 payout. I'm not sure what this is. This is from earlier. I think all this loses. But I'm not going to pay it. In the same respect, the 7s have also been strong. 5-2, 4 tray, 5 deuce. 3 7s follow the 6, okay? So that's a sign that the 6 just rolled, right? So I would have been making a lay bet. The point's a 6, by the way. So 125 is the correct odds for the 6. I would have been making a lay bet on the point. Would have pulled my odds and made a lay bet from 1 roll and laid a lost number after that 6 rolled, as well as hopped this. So I would have made $300. I wouldn't have lost this, wouldn't have lost that. I would have made $300. Boom. And my hard way all day as well. Okay? But I didn't, so I'm not gonna pay myself that $300. Let's just move on. I made a mistake. If I make it when I'm playing the game, the dealers don't reimburse me. So I'll try to slow down a tiny bit and look at things before I push that pause button next time. Okay, so we hit the hard 8. We want to come back on the hard 8. We want to play the repeater. Hopefully we catch one of these. Okay, and we look in the 8 column now. Let's see what's coming hard. We have a hard 8 following an 8. And I think yeah. We have easy 6s following 8. We have no hardways following the 8 other than a hard 8. So that owes me $250, right? 2, 1, 2. It's $225, and plus your bet stays up. So let's press that 50% and collect this $200, just like that. Okay, we're good. We hop in the 8, and I did not get paid for this 8 here, did I? No, and that's a press. Let me think here. Press, press. Collect. This is a press. So I want to turn these chips. This is going to be a press. It's going to pay $140. I got to make sure I go from this way, this way. I've made that mistake in the past. 140. So we're going to press this to 2, 120, 240. All this 20 goes on back on the hard 8. The drop off goes on the hard 8. Remember that? Look what that's done already. Look at that drop off from earlier, guys. That $5 turned into 10. 10, I got paid 100. Remember that? We increased it from 10 to, and I used the one, and I'm being conservative. The guys that I taught this through at Heavy's Power Access Crap, it's a 1/3 split. In other words, if I have a $10 bet on the hard 8 and it hits and it pays 90, 90 and 10 is 100, I go 1/3 press So 1/3 goes on the hard way, not $10. 1/3 of 100 is 33. 33 and 10 is 43. I go to 40, basically, give the dealers the $3, right? 1/3 presses the bet and 1/3 in the rack. It's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 ratio. But I'm being more conservative here. Okay, so what just hit? The 8 hard, we're hopping the hard 8, that's done, we got paid. 6 is the point, we're working left to right, we're good. Now the 6-1 happened 2 8s ago. We could toss $15 on the 6-1. It's not a bad play. You're not hoping for a 7 here when you bet the 6-1. It's not you're being negative. You're just playing what you believe is rolling. And the 6-1 is rolling.
Go to quarter on like.
Okay.